This video is about you and your English. I don't know if you are a man or a woman or young or old, but let's just say for the purpose of this video, this is you. And right now you are a little confused. You have got a goal. You've got an amazing goal. You've got a new job or a career. You've got an ambition. There is something that you want to do. There's a place you want to get to. There's something you can own. There's something that will be yours, only your English level is stopping you get there. Whatever it is that you're dreaming of, I'm putting in a castle here to represent it. But make it yours. Take time to work out what it is that you're shooting for. What's your ultimate goal? It's not, I want to be better at English. It's, I need English to achieve this, to get here, whether it's traveling or promoting your work in some way, selling your work, building a community, whatever it is that you need English for, this is your castle. Only we've got a problem. We've got this sea in between you and your goals, and it's a big sea. It's hard to cross. It's not impossible to swim here by yourself. It's not impossible, but it's very, very difficult to do this alone. So at this point in time, you might be thinking that you need an English class or an English coach to get you to your goal. Somebody who can help you to cross the sea. And let's make it a little bit easier. Let's break down the sea. We're going to put a few stepping stones into the water. So these are ways that you can use to reach your English goals. Some of them might be joining an English conversation class, might be Duolingo, it might be an online English course. The problem is, it's not always obvious which step to take. Okay, when I've drawn them like this, they look quite linear. You go from one to the next to the next. But actually, where you're standing, it's not so obvious. Are you going to go left or right? Are you going to start with a Duolingo course? Are you going to start with a group course? Are you going to take an English language course that's related to your field of study? This is called English for Specific Purpose. So, for example, let's say you are an accountant. You could take English for accountancy. Is that the best step to get you to your castle, to get you to your goals? Because sometimes the best first step might be just reading a book in English or watching films in English to kind of get you into English again. If you've had a break, perhaps English for a specific purpose isn't. Maybe that should be the last thing that you do in your quest for English. The first thing might be a general English course, something fun, something light-hearted, something to get you speaking and practicing and retrieving all the vocabulary and grammar that is passive knowledge in your head if you haven't used your English for a while. And now I'm drawing this big thing that looks like the perfect standing stone to get you to your English goals. But is that a fin we can see here? There's a few deceptive steps or a few tricky steps, okay? And one of these is online English teaching, when you choose a course or a teacher who promises to help, promises to get you fluent, but actually they're not necessarily the right match for you, and that's me being generous. They might actually not be good teachers at all. They might be in the online space calling themselves English teachers, but you have to check, you have to make sure that this person can actually help you and can help you really well. In other cases, there's like a shaky standing stone, somebody who perhaps can teach you a bit, or a course that can teach you a bit, but is it a step in the right direction? Is it the solution that you need for your English now to get you to your goal? And yeah, we've got another shark happening here. We've got other dangers, because do you know what happens if you pick your English course badly? If you hit a shark, if you hit a bad English teacher, you don't just get back on the horse. You don't just go, well, that didn't work. I'm going to try something else. No, 9 times out of 10, you say, oh God, I hate English. English isn't for me. That was terrible. And that's even assuming that you still have some money left after investing in this course that promised you these great results and didn't manage to keep your interest, didn't manage to keep you showing up. So in fact, our solution is for you to get help navigating this sea of English, to get independent advice. What is your first step? What is your next step? Are you ready to take one big leap and get to your castle with one single course or teacher? We can tell you. Okay. Are you going to need to break down your English into a couple of steps and stages? For example, a fun conversation class followed by a little bit of English for specific purposes, and perhaps a little bit of specific pronunciation coaching if we discover that that is either your weakness or your perceived weakness, the thing that actually is holding you back, the thing that is stopping you from making the progress you want. In some cases, it's quite simple. You just go hop, 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 and you get to the English level you need. In other cases, there's something that's holding you back and stopping you from making progress. We can help find that. On this first rock here, I've drawn a set of wings. It's not the best drawing of a set of wings, but let me put them on to you here as you're standing and waiting. Because something is going to give you your English wings. At some part of this journey, you are going to discover that you like speaking English, that you like learning English, and you're doing it for you. You're not just doing it to get to the results, but actually you enjoy doing it. And that is the secret of a lifetime of English success. Finding the thing that makes you show up, that makes you want to spend time on English, to spend time with English. For many people, that's culture. For some people, well, it depends. It really depends. It's very, very individual. And this is our point. You need to get help to cross this river. It's almost impossible standing on one side, looking at your dreams, looking at your goals, and knowing which system of English learning is going to be the best one to get you quickly to your goals.